What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Tree Man TV, and I am back here with another car vlog for you guys. I know it's been a really long time since we did one of these, but today we are going to be doing something pretty cool. We're going to be taking off these brakes that have been on here for at least 2 years, as long as I've owned the car. Probably significantly longer. If you look at them, Julian can look at the one right to his right there. They look pretty thoroughly worn down. And we are going to replace them with these oh so beautiful drilled and slotted ones. So, hopefully it doesn't take us too long. It's going to be super hot today, so we'd want to get it done as fast as possible. And enjoy the ride.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high.
So, we disconnect the brake line, so I hope you're paying attention because you're going to be doing the rest of it. We disconnect the brake line, that way we have room to set the brake aside, the brake caliper itself. And then after that, there are 2 huge bolts back here that we have to take off, and that will let the whole carrier assembly come off, and then we'll set it aside, and then this rotor just pops off. We put the new rotor on. We're going to clean the rotor because usually they have a wax, like a waxy sealant on it
For like shipping, basically?
Yeah, for shipping purposes, so we wanted to make sure all that coating's off.
Didn't we have to do some of this process when we changed the CVs? Taking off this?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll compress. I have a piston compressor
For the caliper itself?
That caliper itself.
Okay.
Either that or you can use a C-clamp. Piston compressor is way easier. Either that or use the old brakes to do it. Some people don't realize that.
Pro tip.
And then, yeah, just all reassembly after that, and then we'll be watching you do the other 3.
Nice.
See how it's flat on this end, but you see it starting to raise on that end?
Right, yeah, and like right in the middle there's a little...
So that means right there's a dip there. Yeah, they're warped. You see the gap again? Right here?
Yeah.
At that leading edge. I know it's not a straight, but I can't find my straight rule, but I mean that was simple enough to see. That's why you had that extreme wobble.
Whenever we braked hard.
Yeah. So just think, like I said, think of this as a warped vinyl record, and your brakes are trying to grab onto a warped vinyl record. Oh shit! I think you could probably even see it if I roll it. Oh wow! I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it in the actual... Can you see it? There's a bow right there.
Oh wow.
It's
kind of hard to see with the camera, but Alright, so we got halfway through changing out the brakes. Both the front ones are done. Wanted to give you guys a better close-up of just how bad these rotors really were, though. You can see how rusted they are, but hopefully through the camera now you can see just how warped they are. Right there, I guess you can kind of see where the pad was trying very good contact.
Piss the neighbors off.
You know, everyone's awake.
Okay, we're here in the RSTI. We've got Jake driving it.
What up?
He's gonna show us how not to drive like a puss.
Earlier he drove by and we could hear him on the highway just kind of purring.
Just kind of...
He loves short shifting my car. Sometimes there's cops in here.
You do know how to drive.
All the way straight. Don't worry about brakes, just keep going.
Yeah, don't worry about brakes. They're just brakes.
I don't want you to accidentally catch a cop.
good at breaking things.
I mean, I wouldn't try to break it. That shouldn't be your goal.
See, what I do is I shift, pedal to the floor, and I hold on to the steering wheel.
Okay, you heard him?
Wait. So flat foot? I never let up.
Like, I do, like, that's how quick I shift it, too. Like, my shifting is that quick.
Oh, you pulled that one from your puss.
Fuck you, Ties.
That's how you full send right there.
So what's 140 kilometers an hour?
Oh, you didn't even break 90.
What?
Ah! All right, got the third rotor on there finally. Just cleaned it all off with the acetone so that there's none of that wax on there from shipping. We got the boy Andrew, the Armless Homies stream going over here so we can check up with the homies. There's some spiders down there living under the car, but you know, if you saw us chewing a new fuel pump, you know apparently spiders like to live in my car. Just that last one across the way, and then we'll have 4 drilled and slotted rotors. See you soon.
First, you want to make sure it is full. Make sure your reservoir is full tip to the top.
Okay.
And then you will start the bleeding process with the furthest break from the master cylinder itself. So the furthest break from here, back passenger corner.
Gotcha.
And then you work your way next to the driver, driver rear,
then
passenger, and then driver. And then, yeah.
From furthest to closest, basically?
Furthest to closest. Alright, and always when you're doing it, before you move on to the next one, make sure your master cylinder is full of fluid, because if you start pulling air, you just screwed yourself over and you might as well just restart again because you just pulled air into the system. So, yeah, let's get it rolling.
Alright. Alright, so how long do you think that looks like it's been in there? Here, step out of the light so we can see it a little better.
Step.
Into the garage. There we go.
That's probably been in there for the life of the car.
That's not what you want your brake fluid to look like?
No, brake fluid is actually almost clear.
Oh, so that is gross.
Yeah, that's really gross. That's what is literally trying to apply pressure to stop your brakes. Let's see when it pours out here. I mean, look.
Ugh.
And it's milky. Look at that.
That's no good. We don't want that fluid with those new brakes. That's a bad combination there, right?
Yeah, that's just El Terrible.
El Terrible. Right, Jake? Tell him.
Muy terrible.
Yes.
No es bueno.
Oh, the camera. What just came out of the brakes? That is not the color you want to see when you bleed your brakes, folks at home.
Well, of course it is. You know, for
It's like literally the color of your t-shirt.
that massive stopping power you have.
All the stopping power. You could stop like 4 tons. Time to go test out the fresh brakes. We got Uncle Jules behind the wheel. Somehow he ended up there, but it is what it is. He knows how to drive. He won't hurt us. With new brakes, we can't be hurt, right? We're unhurtable.
Well, it depends on how good of a job you did, technically.
You did some of the job.
I did one.
That's a quarter of the job right there.
Yeah, technically that is 1/4.
So if we crash, a quarter of the crash is your responsibility.
Well, as long as my passenger side holds on.
As long as this wheel's fine.
So we gotta do 45 to 10 5 times.
45 to 10. Oh God, that's braking power.
1.
Yep, they work still.
Now we gotta do 35 to 5.
Yep. So far they're doing good.